Cost of staging a home? Staging a house for sale? That's what we're talking about today, right after this. Hi, I'm Kim Ward, real estate broker in San Diego, California, and expert at helping with homes in probate or trust. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button. That way you'll be notified of my upcoming videos and you wouldn't want to miss any of them. Cost of staging a home, staging a house for sale? How does that work? When selling a home, first impressions are key. For many potential buyers, within seconds of viewing the home, they determine whether they want to go forward with a purchase or not. When they first walk into the home, they are trying to imagine, can I live here? Could this be my home? And that's why it's important to set the stage for them. And for that reason, many homeowners will hire professionals to help them figure out how to best present the home. The process involves an expert opinion about furnishings, paint colors, and how to make the home feel neutral and welcoming to the buyers. You want buyers to feel welcome and you want to generate more interest, don't you? I have a saying, buyers can only see what is, not what it can be. And that means we have to set the stage. We have to prepare the home to have the best effect on the buyers as they walk through it. So I imagine you're curious, how much does it cost to stage a home, especially here in San Diego? The average 3-bedroom home could be up to $2,000 per month. Keep in mind this is for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. The staging company may have a minimum of 3 months contract, meaning that you could be looking at around $6,000 to stage the home. This includes the stager coming in and doing an initial walkthrough of the home, then providing all the furnishings and accessories to stage as if the property was vacant, and then they have to bring in the furnishings, get it staged, wait for the house to sell, and then they will remove all the furnishings. So that's a lot of money, and you may be thinking, what's my next option? Well, here are some staging tips that my team can do for you, or if you prefer, you can do for yourself. And any cost-effective repairs that you choose to agree to can be managed by my team also, or again, if you prefer, you can manage it yourself. My purpose is to help you with the preparation and also to help you press the easy button. My team can also help using the furnishings that are currently in the house. We do things like bring in couch covers to cover up a dated couch or chairs. We bring in curtains, we can bring in towels. It all depends on your unique circumstances, and the great thing is this will not cost you any additional money. So to go back to, if you want to do it yourself, these are the tips that you might want to consider. So it's a bit of a conundrum that sellers know that staging the house will increase the value, the bottom line number that they should get for the sale of the house, but it costs money to do that. Or does it? These are budget-friendly tips that can really make your home look great, and using the things that are in there right now. Your first step is to get free advice. Turn to your real estate advisor and ask them, what should I do to prepare the house for sale? You'll want to be sure to stage the main rooms, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, a family room if there is one, the master bedroom, and any bathrooms. You want to do this because you want to set the stage for your buyers. It's sort of like detailing your car before you sell it. You want to detail the house. So once you have the advice of the expert, whether it's an expert stager that you pay a few $100s to, or your real estate advisor that has skills and experience that can help you to figure out how to properly stage the house. You want to save money by not renting a storage unit for all the extra things that you're not going to leave in the home. Think of it like this. You're going to be moving anyway, so you might as well pack up all those extra things now. My recommendation is to get the same size boxes, a lot of them, more than you think you're going to need, and pack things up and go ahead and pack up all the extra items that you're not going to use to set that stage. Stack them neatly in an area of the garage, because people do expect that you are going to be moving, so they'll be okay with boxes in the garage. If you have more items than can fit in the garage, like you don't want to fill up the entire garage, maybe a third or a half maximum. If you have more items than that, see if you can store them temporarily at your friends' or family's homes. So let's go back to putting slip covers on the furniture. Here's an example of when I first came into the seller's home and we had some couches there. They were plaid. They really didn't go with the rest of the house and they weren't going to work for staging. So my team and I brought in slip covers and then we put some pillows on it and there you go, more neutral space. That way buyers aren't staring at the plaid furniture thinking it looks dated and old. This just neutralized things. If you want to do it yourself, I recommend that you go to Ross or TJ Maxx or go over to Bed Bath & Beyond. You're looking at about $60 to $80 for a slip cover. Next thing is paint. Now, most homes have been lived in and a fresh coat of paint can make a big difference in how a buyer feels about the home. So use neutral colored paint to freshen up the house. A gallon of paint can go a long way. And then on that subject, when you have an area that needs to be highlighted, let's say for instance a bay window or a fireplace or an accent wall in the master bedroom, buy a quart of paint. Costs around $10, takes about a couple hours to paint it, and it will really help the room to pop. So most homes have 8-foot ceilings. How do you make the house look taller and bigger? This is a great tip. Take a curtain rod and put it very close to the ceiling and hang longer curtains, and it really will make the room look taller. That's what buyers want to see. Another tip is the place to get curtains inexpensively, again, is Ross or TJ Maxx or even IKEA. I have purchased curtains there for $20 for a set, and it really makes a difference in the room. Let's talk about the bathrooms. A quick facelift to the bathrooms makes a world of difference. So let's talk about your vanity. The vanity is older. Putting a neutral color paint, maybe a white, but perhaps a gray, and new hardware, new hinges, new knobs will make a huge difference on how that vanity looks. Also, changing out the light fixture. Bathroom light fixtures at Lowe's or Home Depot, or even perhaps online, can cost between $40 and $70, and it really updates the room. Another tip is the shower curtain. Can't tell you how many shower curtains I have replaced with things that I have in my staging. You want something that's neutral, perhaps white, something that's fresh and clean. And then towels, putting up new towels. Towels cost around $6 a piece. You buy 2, you hang them in the bathroom, and everything looks fresh and clean. So speaking of lighting, dining room lighting or entry lighting is super important too. Now, some dining room lights can be removed if you're working on a budget, can be taken down and spray painted and then put back up. Very inexpensive. Can of spray paint's $5. If the dining room light is old and dated, then I recommend replacing it. It's about $150 and it makes a world of difference how buyers look at a dining room. Super important, banish outdated decor. Get rid of the silk flowers and outdated window treatments. I already gave you the tip on where you can find rods and curtains, TJ Maxx or Ross. Rods are about $20 a piece or less. It's really important to update those things. And speaking of updating, when the buyer first walks up to the house with their realtor, they are spending a lot of time standing there looking around while their realtor is getting the key out of the lockbox. So update the house numbers, put a new mat right by the front door. And if the lighting is very old, update that too. You can get an exterior light fixture for around $50. Huge difference on how the buyer feels when they first walk up to the home. Now let's talk about creating homey vignettes. You can stage with live plants. When there's a live green plant in the room, it feels good to people. To create vignettes, you want to get things that are similar, and you want to keep them in groups of 3 or 5. So go around your home. If you've got a bunch of candle holders all over the house, gather them all up in one place. Do that with all the things that you have in your home that are similar, and then you can create vignettes. Here is an example in how I'm creating a fun vignette. All these small touches and spending some money create home, and that's what you want for your buyers. That's how you're going to get the highest price and best term offers quickly. So if you've had a staging story or you have a question, please post it below. I'd love to read your stories and really like to answer your questions. And don't forget, subscribe, like, give me that thumbs up. Share this video with people that may need help figuring out how to prepare their home for sale. Thanks again for watching. See you next week.